Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 40. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Frank, your learning partner on this journey. Emma, you seem to be in a particularly good mood today. The sun is shining, and so are you.
I am. It's a beautiful day, perfect for learning something new. It just feels like a day full of energy and possibilities. How about you, Frank? Ready to dive in?
Absolutely, I've got my coffee, my notebook is open, and I'm ready for some new words. So, what's on the menu for today?
An interesting mix. Today we'll be covering visible, zebra, interval, force, shut, enjoy, terribly, exciting, shine, and illustration.
Wow, from zebra to illustration, with a bit of force in between. This sounds like it's going to be an exciting one. I can't wait to see how we connect all of these.
It'll be a fun challenge. But before we get started with our word by word deep dive, we want to give a quick shout out to all our amazing listeners.
That's right. If you find our podcast helpful, please don't forget to save, like, and subscribe. Sharing it with your friends or leaving a comment also helps us a lot. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Your support allows us to create more and more polished episodes for you.
Well said, Frank. Now let's kick things off with our first word, visible. Visible. Visible is an adjective that means something can be seen. In Chinese, you could think of it as 可见的.
So, if I can see it, it's visible. For instance, the stars are not always visible during the day because the sun is too bright.
Exactly, a perfect example. The opposite of visible is, of course, invisible. You might talk about a visible difference between two things, or visible signs of a problem.
How about this sentence? From the top of the mountain, the entire city was visible.
That's a great one. It gives a clear picture. Another one could be there were no visible signs of forced entry, so the police were puzzled.
Ooh, a little mystery. I like that. So visible is all about sight. Simple enough.
It is. Now, for a complete change of pace, our next word is zebra. Zebra.
A zebra. I think everyone knows this one. It's that famous black and white striped animal from Africa. The Chinese is samma. I used to love drawing them as a kid.
Me too. It's a noun, obviously. A fun fact is that scientists are still debating whether they are white with black stripes or black with white stripes.
That's a classic debate. It's like a fashion statement in the animal kingdom. For a sentence, how about we saw a herd of zebra peacefully grazing on the savannah during our trip to Kenya?
That paints a beautiful picture. We often use it simply, like in this sentence My daughter's favorite animal at the zoo is the zebra.
It's a straightforward word, but a very cool animal. Let's keep moving. What's next?
Our next word is interval. Interval. An interval is a period of time between two events or a pause. In Chinese, it's 间隔 or 间歇.
Ah, so like the interval during a play or a concert? That break when everyone rushes to get snacks.
Precisely, that's a very common use. It can also refer to a space between things. For example, the trees were planted at 5-meter intervals.
So it's about time or space. Let me try a sentence for the time meaning. There will be a short interval of 15 minutes between the two parts of the movie.
Perfect. And for the space meaning, you could say the bells ring at regular intervals throughout the day. This one actually covers both time and regularity.
I see. It's a very useful word for describing schedules or arrangements. It feels a bit more formal than just saying break.
It can be. Now, let's get into something with a bit more, well, force. Our next word is force. Force.
Force. This one feels powerful. It can mean physical strength, but it can also mean making someone do something they don't want to, right?
You've got it. As a noun, it's strength or power, like 力量. As a verb, it means to compel someone or 强迫.
So you could say, the force of the wind was strong enough to knock over the trees. That's the noun. And as a verb, he had to force the rusty lock open.
Both are excellent examples. We also use it in more abstract ways. For example, she is a force to be reckoned with in the legal world, which means she is very powerful and influential.
Or, I had to force myself to stay awake to finish the report. This is a very common feeling, I think.
Definitely, it implies an internal struggle. You're using your willpower to make yourself do something. Now, from forcing things open, let's talk about the opposite shut. Shut.
To shut is to close something, like shutting a door, a window, or a book. The Chinese would be guanbi. It feels a little more abrupt than close.
That's a great observation. Shut can sound more forceful or sudden. You can say, please shut the door quietly, but if you say shut the door, it sounds like a command. It's a verb.
Right. You can also tell someone to shut up, which is a rude way of telling them to be quiet.
Indeed, not a polite phrase at all. A more neutral sentence would be, she shut her eyes and tried to remember the melody.
Or don't forget to shut down your computer before you leave the office. Here, shut down is a common phrasal verb.
Very practical. It's a simple but essential word. Let's move on to a feeling. Our next word is enjoy. enjoy.
Ah, I enjoy this word. It means to get pleasure from something. In Chinese, 享受 or 喜欢.
That's the one. It's a verb we use all the time to talk about our hobbies and experiences. For example, I really enjoy reading a good book on a rainy day.
Me too. You can say enjoy your meal to someone before they eat. Or ask, did you enjoy the party last night?
Exactly. It's all about pleasure and satisfaction. Here's another common phrase: I hope you enjoy your stay at our hotel.
A very positive and friendly word. I'm enjoying this lesson so far.
I'm glad to hear it. Now for something a bit more intense: terribly. Terribly.
Terribly. It's an adverb. It sounds like it means in a terrible way, like doing something badly.
It can mean that, as in, he sings terribly. But it's also very commonly used as an intensifier to mean very or extremely. The Chinese equivalent can be fei chang or zidu.
Oh, right. Like saying I'm terribly sorry to mean you are very sorry. Or it's terribly cold outside today.
Precisely. It adds a lot of emphasis. Let's create a couple of sentences. For the badly meaning, the team played terribly and lost the match.
And for the very meaning, she was terribly excited about her trip to Paris. This is a very useful distinction to know.
It is because it can change the whole tone of a sentence. Up next, we have the word she was feeling exciting. exciting.
Exciting. An adjective that describes something that makes you feel very happy and enthusiastic. Like an exciting adventure or an exciting movie. In Chinese, 令人兴奋的.
Perfect. The noun is excitement and the verb is to excite. When something is exciting, it makes you feel excited. For example, the chase scene in the movie was incredibly exciting.
Let me try one. We received some exciting news today about the project's success.
That works perfectly. It's a word full of energy and anticipation. You can talk about an exciting opportunity or the most exciting moment of your life.
It's definitely a more positive and thrilling word than just interesting.
It certainly is. Now for our next to last word, shine. shine.
To shine is to give out a bright light, like the sun. It can also mean to be very good at something. It's a verb, right? The Chinese meaning is fa guang or 出类拔萃.
Both meanings are correct. Physically, the sun began to shine through the clouds. And metaphorically, for being talented, she really shines in her new role as team leader.
I like the metaphorical use. It's very encouraging. You could say, he was a good student, but he didn't truly shine until he went to art school.
What a great sentence. It really shows how someone can find their place to excel. The past tense of shine is shone. For example, the moonlight shone on the water.
Shone. Got it. A very poetic word. What's our final word for today?
Our last word is illustration. illustration. An illustration is a picture in a book, magazine, or other publication. The Chinese is 插图.
Ah, so the drawings are images. For example, the children's book was filled with colorful illustrations.
Yes, exactly. It's a noun. The verb is to illustrate. Illustration can also have a more abstract meaning, as an example that explains something. For instance, this case is a clear illustration of the problems in our system.
Right, so it can be a picture or an example. Let's make a sentence for the second meaning. His story served as a perfect illustration of why honesty is important.
Very nice. It connects a concrete story to an abstract idea. And that's our last word. Remember, listeners, you can find today's word list in the episode description. Don't forget to save it, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get ready for our next 10 words.
Great job, everyone. Now I think it's time to see these words in action.
I agree. We've prepared a short scenario dialogue for you all. In this scene, Frank and I are at an art gallery looking at a special exhibit. Let's see if you can spot all 10 of today's words.
The scene is set. Let's do this.
Frank, look at this piece. The way the light seems to shine right out of the canvas is amazing. It's the most exciting work I've seen all day.
I agree. The artist is a real force in the modern art world, and this illustration of a zebra is just stunning. The detail is so clear it's almost visible from across the room.
I know! I really enjoy how she captures the animal's spirit, but I have to say, that painting over there is terribly done. The colors are just a mess.
Ha! I was thinking the same thing. Let's not look at it for too long. We should probably shut our eyes to protect them. Let's move on.
Good idea. According to the guide, there's a short interval before the artist gives a talk in the main hall. We have about 10 minutes.
Perfect. Let's go find a good seat. I wouldn't want to be forced to stand at the back.
And there you have it. Did you catch all the words? We had shine, exciting, force, illustration, zebra, visible, enjoy, terribly, shut, and interval.
Using them in a real conversation like that really helps to make them stick. Now, it's time to put our listeners to the test.
That's right. It's time for our Chinese to English practice segment. Frank, lead the way.
All right, everyone, here's your chance to practice. I'm going to say a sentence in Chinese using some of the words we learned today. Your job is to translate it into English. Ready? Here is the first one.
为了看清那幅画的细节，我不得不强迫自己穿过人群。I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. That was a good one with a bit of a challenge. What are some possible answers, Frank?
Okay, a great translation would be, in order to see the details of the illustration, I had to force myself through the crowd. Another option could be, I had to force my way through the crowd so that the illustration was visible to me.
Both are excellent. They both use force and connect it to making the illustration visible. The core meaning is perfectly captured.
Exactly. Let's try another one. Get ready for sentence number 2.
在演出间歇，我非常享受那激动人心的寂静，直到一道光照进来。
5 seconds on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And stop! That one was quite descriptive. How would we say that in English?
You could say, during the interval of the performance, I terribly enjoyed the exciting silence until a light began to shine through. Or perhaps, I was really enjoying the exciting silence during the interval, and then a light started to shine in.
I love the use of terribly as very in that first one. It really emphasizes how much the silence was enjoyed, and exciting for silence is a creative touch.
It is! Now for our final challenge. This one brings in our animal friend. Here it is. 把门关上，这样我们就能安安静静地欣赏这幅关于斑马的精彩插图了。Your 5 seconds start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's a wrap on the challenges. Frank, give us the final answers.
A good translation would be, shut the door so we can enjoy this wonderful illustration of a zebra in peace. You could also say, please shut the door, that way we can quietly enjoy this fantastic zebra illustration.
Wonderful. Both sentences are natural and correctly use shut, enjoy, illustration, and zebra. Great job to everyone who tried these challenges.
That was a lot of fun. And it's a great way to make sure you can actually use the words, not just recognize them.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the end of another episode. But before we go, let's give you a little sneak peek at the vocabulary for our next episode. We'll be tackling expensive, essay, coffee, automatic, conference, entrance, park, argument, much, and visual.
Ooh, another great list. From coffee and parks to arguments and conferences. It sounds like a day in the life of a university student.
It kind of does. We can't wait to explore those words with you all next time. A big thank you again to all our listeners.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your support truly is the force that keeps us going.
It really is. We hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as we enjoyed making it. Until next time, keep practicing. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.